Alright, good morning. Yes, the video started. Yeah, good morning all. We are back to the series of tutorials on Angular, Mysql, Spring Boot, and here today we want to discuss the Angular installation and creation of Angular what is it? Angular creation of Angular projects. Before then, this is an assignment to be sent to you. You are expected to carry out this assignment before we even start this part. The assignment asks about some. Okay, this is the this is an assignment for the previous group. For your own case here, we are not going to do logistics app. Rather, ours is going to be like kind of like say CloudSoft portal. I will run the app. While we are doing this, I will run it where it is running, the old portal we are using. I want us to redesign our portal. Okay, so it is not this it's not logistic, it's CloudSoft software. Let's see CloudSoft software. It's good that I've seen it. So I'm CloudSoft site. You can just say site or as it is portal. Alright. So this is maybe we send this assignment later, and I will run it from here. You're going to see how we're going to look into. We want to redesign it with Angular. It was being designed with different technology. And then please, you go through this assignment. All these are questions to you. You need to master them for you to understand what we are actually doing here. So the real topic of today is this. We want to know about Angular. First thing is Angular installation, Angular installations and other project creation. And things like that. Yes. Before this decorator, we're going to talk about Angular, Bootstrap integration. Before then, we're going to talk about Angular project structure, folders, and what comprises. This is Bootstrap. There should be T somewhere. Alright. So let's quickly visit the site. This is the Angular site, Angular official site, angular.dev. We've seen it yesterday when we were introducing it. And if you check here, we are into version what? Version 18. On top of version 18, there is what? Next. So we don't know the name of the next. It could be 19 or something different. It all depends what the developers decided. And it started from V2, which is version 2, up to version 18. Yes. So if you want to learn more about Angular, you can check this. It gives you information about Angular, and you learn more from the site, from the official site. You learn more about it and all this. But my interest is to start with the doc, Angular docs, That's the documentations of Angular. Then if you check in here, you see it tells you about Angular. Can you see? It's a web framework that empowers developers to build fast, reliable applications. I think we've seen all this yesterday, right? So I think there's no need for us going through this again. But then if you click on the docs, this is what we are reading here. Then you move to installation. How do I install Angular? If I want to start learning Angular, I need to have it installed in my system. The installation is kind of online installation. If you want to install and set up new project, this is what you do. Let's move down and see the installation procedure. Good. Come down here. It says install Angular CLI. Angular CLI stands for Angular Command Line Interface. So how do you install the Angular CLI? That is, this is what we mean by Angular CLI installation. Because you're going to be using a command prompt to write some codes. So how do you install the command prompt or the CLI must be installed in your system. So when you are able to install this this part of the assignment given to you, we wanted you to be familiar with the stuff needed. We say you should write an overview on the following. We need IntelliJ or any other IDE. You can use any IDE, Notepad++, things like any IDE that you think it's going to give you what you wanted. Notepad++, anything. Then VS Code. Alright, this IntelliJ is for our backend, which is Spring Boot, I'm sorry. But the Angular is going to use VS Code, and then we are going to use yes, we're going to use VS Code. All other things here, and then the Angular framework here. And then Node, we need to install Node first of all. After the installation of Node, then you install your VS Code. After VS Code installation, then now installation of the framework is nothing but installing what? The Angular what? CLI. This is the installation. And it is an online installation. So if you want to do that, you come up here. This is what you do. When you install Node, you're going to have npm package manager, right? Node package manager. So when you have your npm and then you run this, it will install it globally. That means you're going to do something like this. You can come up with your, or you load your command prompt. All right. From your command prompt, you run this. What do? You can just paste this. All right. But I've already installed this. I've done the installation already. I will stop it. I've already done it in my system. So if you haven't done that, let me give you this very simple, scenario from something here. If you want to do this installation, what you do is, let's see, here. You first of all install what? Install Node. This I'm writing for new beginners. Install what? Install Node. When you install Node in your system, download and install Node. Alright? Because it is a setup. Download and what? Install Node. Then after that, then you do what? You now install the Angular CLI. The reason why you need to install Node is because Angular uses JS, TypeScript. Understand? So you need to install Node for it to run correctly in your system. Are we there? So then, after installing Node, then you open any of your either command prompt, or you can go for any other prompt that you have on ground, and then install it globally. So this is the installation of Angular. This will install Angular for you. Then after the installation, then you now try to create your own project. So creating first project. So this is where we start right now. How do we install project, a new project? Now to install new projects, this is the command that you use to install new project, which is called ng. Ng stands for Angular. Ng new, then the project name. So this is what I do. You need to do it on command prompt, all right, or any prompt you have. For those of us, for those who are not using Windows, you can use any of the prompts available for you. And the best thing is for us to have a folder where we will be keeping our applications. Okay, are we there? So let me create a folder here. Angular. I want to be careful with the name, please. Angular and Spring Boot or Spring Framework. Spring Framework projects. Folders, project folder, or project, let's just say project 2024 underscore batch what? Batch B for ours. This is where we'll be keeping all our projects. Alright? So then after doing this, I will double click it. So I needed my project to be stretched here, to be stored here. Then you can then click on it. And then when you click to highlight like this, then you type in CMD and press enter. It will open to kind of something like this into your command prompt. Then from here you create your project. Are we there? Then I can now say ng new. This is what the site says. That you should type ng new, then name of the project. Alright? So you type ng new, project name. What is the project name? Let's say CloudSoft portal, for example. That is our new portal. We want to create our new portal. Alright? Let me quickly run the old portal, since so we can see what is there, and then we start with the components and all this. Then I press enter. I don't want to be creating things that we are not going to be using. That's why so this now, it's try to create your project. So come down here, it tells you what this, they said what you will be presented with some configuration options for your project. Of course, you'll be asked many questions. Use the arrow key to enter the or navigate through the questions and select your desire. And if you don't have any preference, you just press enter. And then by the time you are done with the installation, it tells you it is installed successfully. Then you start doing some other things here. So this is the questions it will be asking us. After pressing enter, it will ask us these questions. Which style sheet format would you like to make use of? Use your arrow key to select. Mouse will not work here. Alright? Use arrow key. I'm using arrow key to navigate. Since it is a console something, right? Since we say CLI, right? Then you now click to select. You click to select. I want to go by CSS. Then it asks another question. Do you want to enable server-side rendering and static site generation? You say no because we want it single page. If you say no, it will give you single page configuration. Then you press enter. Then it starts doing what? The installation. It's now trying to install all the dependencies needed for your project to be up and running. We'll have to wait for these dependencies to finish installing. let's just wait for it, and then when it's done we continue. I'm not going to stop it. Let's see what's so it is still installing. While it is installing, we can we start doing some other things? Yes, while it is installing, so we don't keep waiting. Actually, we want to integrate also what they call this Bootstrap. But I think before the installation of Bootstrap, we need to. Anyway, I think let me stop the video here. So when it's done with the installation, we come back and so it doesn't really take our time here. Let me stop.